So I want to just read this a real quick paragraph from, his name's Alan Stevo from LewRockwell.com. Many proponents of the statist ideology will work hard to see to it that the champions of freedom are denied a candidate in the general election who expresses those viewpoints. As usual, America's political class will try to limit debate so that only statist viewpoints are widely expressed and only candidates with statist viewpoints are included on the ballot. This year is very different. It is possible and likely that Ron Paul will win the Republican nomination and that great contest of ideas will take place. Instead of Americans being forced to choose between two statists of different flavors, the lesser of two evils, they will be able to decide between an advocate of statism and an advocate of freedom. Now, how often do you read something where the author says that Ron Paul is going to win? So bravo, Alan Stevo. Also on my blog, there's a video that just documents the control they have over the media yet again. A former soldier stands up to neocon, Project for the New American Century, John Bolton, White House stooge John Bolton, stands up to him and gives some details of what he did in Iraq. I believe it was Iraq. It may have been Afghanistan. I think it was Iraq. And John Bolton essentially really disses the soldier and says that he wasn't, basically he's not an honorable soldier, and he defends, the neocon Project for the New American Century platform. And if you watch the clip, it sounds like the audience, because the audience is behind the soldier, but after John Bolton speaks, the audience kind of comes around and he finishes his statement and they applaud. But then the video freezes. It says, hey, let's watch that again. And they show the applause and they show a wide shot of the audience, and it's different footage. It's applause from another speaker. They cut out the boos. The soldier says that John Bolton got horribly booed, but it was cut out when it hit the media. They cut out the boos and replaced it with applause. Now, for a Ron Paul supporter, this is nothing new at all. We've seen it dozens of times. But for those neocon Republican types that maybe they haven't seen it. So please share this video. So a couple episodes before, I talked a little bit about the Project for the New American Century. I think it's important to talk about because it's the ideology that has hijacked the Republican Party and conservative ideas. You have to meld this pro-war, pro-military industrial complex ideology with the Republican Party. And of course Ron Paul doesn't do that. The Republican Party, as far as when it goes to the Don King boxing fight between the two parties, they're the parties that usually can go to war for no reason. Obviously we've seen Obama do that, but real quick, I just want to share some more of these great quotes from one of the premier neocons, Bill Kristol. Alright, okay. And this is in April of 2003. The first two battles of this new era are now over. The battles of Afghanistan and Iraq have been decisively and honorably won. March 22nd, 2004. Debates over an Iraqi constitution have shown the willingness on the part of the diverse ethnic and religious groups to disagree peacefully and then to compromise. March 7, 2005. The Iraqi elections of January 3rd, 2005 could be a key moment, perhaps the key moment so far, in vindicating the Bush Doctrine as the right response to 9/11. November 30th, 2005. It is much more likely that the situation in Iraq will stay more or less the same or improve. In either case, Republicans will benefit from being the party of victory. And August 13, 2007, invading Iran? That's not a bad idea. Alright. Thanks, Bill Kristol. Now again, if you don't know who this guy is, look him up. He has no experience with the military. He's never once served a second. He went straight from Harvard to working in Washington. And ever since then, he's been part of this neoconservative movement that his father was involved in. Alright, that's it for today. Truth Has No Agenda, Ron Paul, 2012.